My name is Jimmy Leszczynski, and I'm with Bleeding Cool. So, how are you doing today, Lou?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you, Jimmy?
I'm dynamite, dynamite. Thank you for asking, and thanks for taking the time to talk
Of
to me
course.
today. You're playing Gaal Dornick in Foundation. I'm wondering if you'll forgive me. You're a lot younger than I am. That I grew up with the story, so I'm wondering how familiar are you with the original story, the original books?
After reading all the scripts, I went back and read the first couple of books. So, I've read some of them. Yes.
Right on. So you're pretty fresh to the idea and the concepts and stuff like that. What was your reaction the first time you read the script?
It was amazing. I loved the scripts. I thought they were so brilliantly written. I saw them come to life before my eyes, and then I got to actually do them, and it was even better than I could have even imagined.
Do you I'm wondering if you weren't familiar with them. Do you have any perception as how your character is different than in the book, the original story?
Yes, I'm aware that in the books,
Aside from, yeah.
I mean, she was a he to
Hmm.
start, and also very short-lived. um, so I'm very grateful that my character was fleshed out, and I got to explore who she is, and it's different, but I think it's a really good addition to the story, and I think she shines a lot of light on taking the audience through the story through her eyes, and it's a little bit of an ally for the audience, which I think is quite helpful.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of sort of the avatar to lead the audience through the story,
A little bit, I think so, yeah.
right? How prescient would you say the themes of the show are as far as the climate, planning for the future? Is this something that's ripped right from the headlines, it might seem like, if it wasn't written 80 years ago?
Yeah, I would say so. I think that, history kind of has a way of repeating itself, and in society and politics and with the way that things go, and I think it's still very, very relevant today, especially all the themes that are spoken about in Foundation for sure.
Hmm. What what aspects of Gaal do you think you relate with the most?
I would say she's a very strong swimmer, and that's just a physical trait. But I've been swimming my whole life, and when I heard that I would have to be doing a lot of that on set, I was very excited, and I couldn't believe that something that was on my skill set on my CV was actually being used on one of my first jobs on film. So it was very, very great.
That you mentioned that's one of your first jobs on film. Can you maybe tell me, is there anything that you auditioned for that you didn't get? That any big
Many
role
things.
that went to somebody else?
Yeah, a lot, very many,
Mhm.
and I'm sure there'll be many more, which is such a shame, but I'm sure there'll be something out there for me as well.
Right on. The cast is kind of there's a lot of young folks on this cast like yourself. What was the mood on the set? Did everybody get along?
Uh, Everyone was brilliant. I mean, there's a lot of young people, but there's also a lot of very experienced actors. Lee Pace, Jared Harris, Terrence Mann, Laura Byrne are all actors that have been acting for a long time. And so having a mixture of us, newbies and the old guard, I would say, was pretty amazing. And I learned a lot. And I hope that they also took something from, spending time with us too.
Hmm. I was going to ask you, did you learn anything? Spend a lot of time with Jared. Did you learn anything from him as far as working on a set?
Yeah, loads of things. I mean, he's a seasoned professional. So it was really lovely to observe, and he always answered all my questions, and I've taken so much, and I probably have learned so much that I couldn't even write it down on a list. I was probably absorbing more than I even expect, or more than I think.
I myself was my first reaction to this show was the special effects. I was kind of blown away by the special effects and the set design. Everything's pretty gorgeous on the screen. I'm wondering, what do you think? What's your favorite aspect of the show? What do you think fans are going to react with the most?
I think the how massive it is, how massive all the sets and the the special effects, the VFX, all of it. a lot of it was in real life. A lot of it was actually, well built sets and locations that they found, and some of the props were all pretty real. I had a lot of like in my Synaxian world, I had a lot of like fish based props, and they were like actual fish skin or like real like sea sponge, or we're eating like miso soup, and like it was just so authentic. You could smell the seaweed when you walked onto those sets, and I think that was just pretty amazing because it really took you to that place. And I didn't really have to work very hard to imagine myself being Gaal Dornick on Synax.
Yeah, there's a lot of money on the screen that comes through, like you said, in the atmosphere. I kind of have a question about the stones that she had to have removed in the
Yeah.
very beginning to get on the ship. So she kind of leaves everything behind. Is there anything in your life that you can relate to that you ever have to leave everybody behind for your big chance?
Yeah. I grew up in Spain until I was 8. And I left Spain when I was 8 with my family to move to South Africa, where I lived for 10 years. And when I was 18, I made the decision to leave everyone, all my friends, all my family, and move to the UK by myself. And it's pretty similar parallels to Gail's, quite surreal because I thought, I wanted to come here and become an actor and, study and do that. And here I am, and I'm very grateful, and it's pretty amazing.
Right on. Yeah. I want to ask about the costumes.
Yes.
Do you, what was your favorite? Which one of your costumes is your favorite?
I mean, I think I was the luckiest person because I got like the most costume changes.
Hmm.
So I was always in fittings and I was always wearing something new, and all her jackets are amazing and they're all just pretty wonderful. But the jacket that's on the poster, that like yellow reed jacket, was pretty cool. The green poncho was also amazing. It was a nightmare to get on and off, but it just looks so beautiful. And she just has the best fashion sense. Coming from a rural planet, it's shocking, but she's pretty fashion forward, I would say.
Maybe that's why she picked him, or that's why
Yeah,
he picked her, right?
exactly. Yeah.
When a little off topic, when I was a young man, young boy, I had to get up early on Saturday mornings to beat my brother to the couch so I could watch Saturday morning cartoons, get my favorite spot. But I had to get up
Wow.
even earlier than that to beat my parents into the kitchen so I could pour myself a big bowl of Saturday morning cereal. So, Lou, I'm wondering, what is your favorite bowl of Saturday morning cereal?
Oh my goodness.
And what cartoons did you watch?
I watch Cartoon Network. I mean, maybe I'm not. I'm like Powerpuff Girls, and I loved all that. All the Ed, Ed and Eddie. Oh, I remember. This
Hmm.
just brings back so many memories. And cereal. Oh my goodness. A good bowl of Cocoa Pops, I think, is my go-to. Would be.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You get a nice bowl of chocolatey milk, nice glass
Yeah,
of
it's so
chocolate
good.
milk
And it
after.
crackle pop. It's like Rice Krispies with a little bit of extra chocolate. It's fantastic.
Have you ever, you mentioned you're from or lived in the UK for a while. Have you ever heard of Shreddies? Do you ever have those?
Oh yeah, I tried those for the first time here. I wasn't sold.
Yeah.
I thought they were a bit bland. I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
if you're
yeah.
gonna eat cereal, you want all the sugar, don't you?
Right, right, right. Those aren't the best, right? So that looks like it's my time. I want to thank you for everything. I really loved the show. I loved you on it. I can't wait to see
Thank you
more.
so much,
I want to
Jimmy.
do me a favor. Have a great day, rest of your day, and we'll see you on the other side.
You too. Thank you so much. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.